everybody, it's Dano MC, and we are here with a continual series. I'm just going to keep putting out episodes. I don't have to worry about the server closing or any of that crap, because it's not a server. This is actually my single player world. I had intended on doing a series on this when I started, but my mic wasn't working properly, so I had to replace it. So I've got a few things done. Let me deal with this freaking Zombert here. Go away. Alright, so I got a few things going. I got the villager breeder. They'll spit some out in there. I've got one in there right now because it's kind of a recent addition. A couple horses, and then I just built this little hidey hole space. I've also got some diamond gear, as you've seen. I do have a mine. It is down there, all the way down here. But well, as I was saying, I had intended on doing a survival let's play series on this world, but like I said, my mic wasn't working properly, so I replaced it. What is he doing there? Go back over there. So I replaced it, and I've gotten some things done. Like I've got a skelly grinder. It's through this wall here. They drop down right here. I kill them, and then this stuff goes down under and around and gets dumped off in these chests. The rest of it all gets pushed off into a trash can. You know, basic, simple stuff. I've got my enchanting table, a little bit of storage, which I need to start working on some storage solutions very soon. Well, before I start squirreling all over the damn place, which we all know I am very prone to doing. Let me go back up here. So I've got a little bit of stuff going on up here. I've got crops in here. I've got some cows. I've got a cow farm. You know, all the basic stuff. So, and I put together a to-do list for this series. Damn it. So this is my to-do list right here. So we got capture every capturable mob. If it could be kept from despawning or dying in some way, then I have to capture it. So that's going to be a big challenge right there. Gather every block and item in the game. Anything that I can get, you know, put items I can put into a chest, blocks I can kind of set up in a wall, you know, generalized stuff. Get all the advancements. That's just kind of a, you know, it's kind of a must. I'm a completionist, so I kind of have to. Build a central city, then build out. So that's going to be a kind of a continuing, ongoing thing throughout the entire series and seasons. So, like, we'll do, like, season 1 will be this wall, and then I'll create another wall for other stuff, or, you know, we'll just do building stuff, you know, and that'll kind of determine that. You know, Ender Dragon and open all the portals. That's, you know, something that's going to take a little while. Nether base, I'm going to build a couple of those. Speaking of the Nether, I do have another portal down there, and I found a double blaze spawner, which we're going to be making an awesome blaze farm out of that. I just haven't decided on a design yet. Build an end base on the main island. That's kind of where these two right here go hand in hand. So I've got plans for that. That's going to be way later on down the line, after I've opened all the portals, so I don't have to worry about killing the Ender Dragon anymore. I'm not doing the whole drop elytra thing or dragon heads. It just drops the other stuff, and I'll be working on getting dragon's breath the entire time, so I'll have a good stock of that. But at least one farm for each crop or non-hostile mob. So I've got cows, but that's all going to change. I'm going to make a better one soon. Like, that's going to be priority 1 within the first few episodes, I think. Build a museum for various bits. Now, this is things like, you know, first diamond, you know, shit like that, you know. map 0, things like that. I'll figure out what's going to go into that. Maybe kind of like a Minecraft type museum. When as they add new stuff, I'll kind of add to it. Whatever. And a creeper only farm. Excuse me. That way I can get lots of gunpowder and all that other stuff. I'm actually still in the spawn chunks. That pillar right there is actually where I spawned. I haven't really explored too far away. There's a village off over somewhere that I liberated these 4 guys, right? Well, 5 guys here from, so that I can populate my breeder here. There is also this guy here, which I've already explored. I've got a few things out of it. That's actually part of where I got the one. I've got one of the saddles for my horses out of that. So, and I've got a few more saddles and bits of armor downstairs. But we're gonna probably end up breeding up some horses because I think they're very underused. I really enjoy traveling on a horse. So, I need to harvest crops. I did have a plan for this episode, and it just escaped me for the moment, and I didn't write it down. How very smart of me. This episode will probably be based around just gathering a few general resources, talking and planning, maybe laying a couple foundations for expansion out of this hole in the ground that I've dug myself in. Maybe we'll decorate this up a little bit in the process. That's kind of one of those things. It's needs to be done. I kind of want to keep the same kind of design in here as I did with the rest of it, which means that I'm going to have to do a little bit of modifications. So, because this is going to need to be opened up if I use the same type of decorating as I did out here. It's going to need to be opened up just a little bit. And I do not think that I have enough space to do so, because if I come over here, yeah, if I start digging this out a little bit, that's slabs that's right above my head. So I'll have to, we'll come back to this. So I think I've got a couple of leads downstairs. We could always go capture more mobs for the farms, because I do want to do those. So what I'll do is I'll probably cut for the time being and go capture the mobs, and then we'll set up a design for each of these things, probably starting with the cows here, because they're kind of a little more important because of the leather, for books and whatnot, because that's, I'm gonna well, yeah, for like books and stuff, for decorations and whatnot. So, which I don't have a crap ton at the moment, but I'm building up a little bit. So let me put this stuff away. All right. So I need these. Actually, I'm going to be doing leads. So I'll be right back, and we'll go get some. We'll get some animals put in, and we'll start building the farm. All right, guys, we're back. I've gathered 2 of each of these animals here. These guys are actually just going to go into a little egg-laying hopper type deal. I've also gathered up some resources. I'll start putting some of this stuff in here for the time being. Gathered up a little bit of resources so that we can actually build these things. So the farm that I'm using, I'm going to have to breed up each of these individually in these pens so that I can get more of them. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build boxes for them to sit in, basically, with fences. Now the fences are going to be netherrack and wood, or nether fence and wood. So reason being is they won't connect. So any baby animals are just going to fall right through them into a water stream, which will then get pushed off into an area where I can kill them with my looting sword and have their meat and hide and leather, all that other stuff, get sorted into chests, and the meat goes through. I'll build a small auto smelter that just smelts all the meat up, and sends it off, sends it off to be stored. So that way, I have a permanent source of pretty much whatever kind of food I want. Um, that'll make it easier later. I would like to eventually be using golden carrots, but that's a ways off. I'm nowhere near at a space where I can actually build a gold farm, which I got to do some research because the gold farm mechanics have changed somewhat from my understanding. I could be wrong, but eventually I'll build a decent gold farm, gold XP anyway. Maybe just a gold. We'll see. But let me go grab some stuff so I can start breeding these, and then I'll show you what we're gonna be doing. Grab some of these, grab some of these. Put these in there. All right. So, okay, still got plenty of daylight left. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and breed these guys. Go ahead and breed these guys, and go ahead and breed these guys. Start getting up a little bit of a stock here. We'll gather up all the XP. All right, so we're gonna go down here and we're just gonna murder face all those cows because we don't really need them anymore at this point. So all that's gonna filter in here, and then we'll go with that. We'll change that. I'm going to leave this here basically as like my first food farm, but it's gonna be empty. So what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to expand this. So, but we're going to expand this out, and I'm going to make cells probably 4 wide. I'm going to need some torches. I do not have any on me. 4 wide, so to here, and then there is going to be a wall, which will be just probably rock, and then that deep. I might make them 5 wide just to give a little. Actually, yeah, 5 wide would probably be good. And then all this in here will be cleared out. This is going to be a mob farm if I leave it. So it's going to be a 4 by 5. That's going to drive me nuts. 5 by 5 space for each of the main 3 animals. So cows, pigs, sheep. We'll bring the roof up by 1. I'll probably bring in my other account and time lapse the footage of actually putting these together. And then the floor here, we'll have them running this way. I did some testing with it in another world. I had the fences running this way, and I ended up with a lot of problems when I actually did the breeding. So we'll be running them this way. So it'll be like nether brick, spruce, nether brick, spruce, nether brick, and then there'll be a space in the middle here that all the baby animals can fall down into a water stream under here and get sent off somewhere. So, and that's basically it. Is we'll have another block here so that we can breed them, and then there's going to be these guys here. So like in the same pattern as the style before, because I can reach through that. Makes a decent little jail cell. And the reason why I chose this is because I don't have dark oak, and dark oak or spruce kind of works with the nether brick. And then I'll do some other decorating in here, get rid of this bird poop. I mean diorite. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and actually bring in my other account, and we will time lapse building these cells, and I'll keep going back and forth upstairs and breeding those animals up. But first, I need torches. So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I know I'm horribly unprepared. It's been a while since I played any Minecraft, so it's That'll work. It's been a while, so I'm a little out of practice, a little dull, a little bit rusty, which it's to be expected, you know. So I'll grab a little bit of this stuff. Let's stick that back in there. Do I need anything else out of here? I don't think I do. I do not think that I do. All right. So, oh, and that slime, actually somewhere right in here, there's a slime chunk. I'm not sure which chunk it is. I haven't checked, but there's a slime chunk because I walked downstairs and there was a slime in my space, so I killed him and took his slime balls. But all right. So now that I've got a light source, we will be back. Hey guys, we're back here. I got a little bit of time lapse footage of all this stuff. I kind of went a little ham on it. As I've said before, I can't record during the day. Really, it's daytime right now, but I'm the only one home. So, otherwise, my house is it's way too noisy. I can't focus, and well, yeah, it's noisy. So, I built some buildings and did a little bit of decorating and whatnot. I laid some stuff out like these guys here. These stumps are for custom trees, which I've got a couple built here. I actually like this. This is the first time I've done really done a pine type tree or a fir or whatever you want to call it, spruce. This one of these guys. So it's just, you know, yeah, I figured I'd give it a shot. Changed up the normal tree design I do a little bit. It needs a little bit of work. I want to mix in some birch because I switched to the new texture pack that Minecraft is getting. I figured I'd start using it because a lot of people are, and I'd start getting used to it a little bit. I still got some things like my sky textures and whatnot, but for some reason I can't get my custom sky background to show up, and I'm not sure why. So if anybody knows how to do that, let me know down in the comments because I'm having issues. I've tried the MC Patcher, the whole crap. I've updated the texture pack to the 113, the whole works. But yeah, I've got some time lapse footage of all this, but let me show you around real quick. I got this as a butcher shop. I actually have a lot of time lapse footage for you guys, but well, it depends on how I edit. I haven't started the editing process yet, but this is where my kill chamber is for the breeders I made down below. I just come up here and I kill them. Everything goes into these hoppers and into the chest here, so I could build up food. I got a couple of these guys here. Nothing too fancy yet. I'll probably dig that out a little more and make a super smelter underneath, or I might pipe the meat over to another smelter. But that's like my butcher's hut type deal. I've got a stable, and I need to do something about those freaking horse textures because that's awful. That's absolutely awful. Not too sure about this fountain. I might actually change this to a well. I'll probably change it to a well. This is where the villager brooder is. I just built a building around it so it's not stuck in here. And there is sky access up there above everything. You can't really see it, but it does have sky access for the doors up there, so it's not stopping the breeding process. I didn't change anything over here, but I do got a lot more villagers. Last time I was over here, there was another white coat. There was a baby, so I'm going to have to go down there and find out what he's got. I really like these textures. But yeah, this is actually the house that I built. I'm going to be living in. I might make a few adjustments to it, but we got just the basics. We got a furnace, crafting table, some chests, a little bit of storage, bed. I figure I can put my gear in this box here. Over here, we actually have a ladder down, which we'll probably be doing something with this next episode. I'll probably make like a storage system or something in here. An actual like sorting type storage system for some of the basic stuff. And that's pretty much everything that I've done so far. But let me get those time lapses together for you, and yeah, then we'll probably end the episode. I'll have to see what kind of time we're looking at. Probably plenty enough. So, all right, we will be back shortly. Hope you enjoy the time lapse footage. All right, guys. We're sitting at about 25 minutes, so I'm actually going to end the episode. But first, let me show you something. I was watching back the footage and realized that I had not shown you the completed works of this stuff. So this is actually how this ended up turning out down here. Down here, I'm going to make some chicken cooker. Well, a chicken cooker and then a chicken breeder that kind of sends them around because I want to have uncooked chicken for the butcher. But the way this works is you stand back here and you can go back and forth. I just bred these guys because I tried recording this clip and it didn't actually record. But you just kind of go back and forth and breed them up. And then the kids, the babies, fall down in between the cracks in the fences. Which I'm sure you can see those in the time-lapse footage. So get these guys bred up, and then I'll drop back down below and show you guys. So that's good enough. All right. So this is what it looks like from below. The adults are up above all these fences, and there's just enough space between the fences for the babies to fall out, and they get washed down these water streams and down there. I got it all nice and lit up and all that good stuff, so I don't get spawns. Even though there's water streams, I figured to light it up so I can actually see. Yeah, they wash down, and they eventually will end up going up that water chute, which spits us out in the butcher's up top. So there's that. And the time-lapse footage, there was more, because I noticed that like the trees and whatnot and these rocks and all that other shit. And I think even building this house was not in it, which, yeah, I think the files got corrupted. I'm not sure how. Maybe I turned the thing off before it got to a point where it can actually save it all. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So here's the butcher's area, and these guys are all still babies. So this is where they all get washed down to. I think some of them end up getting pumped into the same thing, and they end up dying. I'm not really sure, but everything gets put in here, and I can send it off to over there. So grab some more of that. So all right, but I think that's going to be it for this episode. Next time we will be hunting Enderman, but I will probably do a lot of that in a time lapse. Maybe we'll see. Probably going to be a time lapse. Just see. Most of that is due to the fact that I can only record during the nighttime. That way this way at least I can record some of that stuff during the day and then show you at night, and everything just kind of keeps moving forward. I also broke down and built an AFK Fisher down here. That way I can actually get some name tags and stuff, which that's just one of the simple Doc M77 designs, simple stuff. Everything gets put down there. So, but yeah, I want to keep everything rolling, and we will do just that. So next episode, Enderman hunting. Gotta go to the end. Gotta kill the Ender Dragon. Get this stuff rolling, and then we'll work on everything else. I might do some villager stuff, maybe. It kind of just depends. I might save that for episode 3 because I got to do a little bit of planning and designing, because I'm going to change up the design for the villager trading center, and I got to find a place to put it. So, all right, with that, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Do what you do. There will be more content to come for sure, so definitely subscribe if you like this stuff. And then we'll put up. I'll keep putting up videos regardless. But it's just going to be slow. It's not going to be overly fast. It's not going to be on a regular basis. For that, I do apologize. But yeah, we'll do that, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.